Hello everyone. Today's video we will know about how to run microservice in local machine and test API in Postman. First thing what we need to do is open your GitHub account, then open your microservice repository, GTS degree service. This is my microservice repository. What to do now is go to code, download zip file. After downloading, you need to extract this file to create specific folder. After this, go to Visual Studio. So this is the components of my microservice, the GTS degree service. This is my microservice repository and these are all the components of this microservice repository. So then next thing what we need to do is to create a MySQL database. Then go to MySQL workbench. Here you have to create your service database. So go to plus. In this we have to give your database details, connection name. So connection name can be given anything. I will give local. Then change the host name to localhost. Then it asks username and password. Go to Visual Studio and open your source folder. Here there is a main. In this resources, open application properties. Here the details of databases. There is a username, password, port number, platform, etc. So copy this username, paste here. The same thing we need to do password also. Go to Visual Studio degree services. In this we need to copy password, paste in the MySQL workbench, then click OK, then test the connection, then OK. So here it's creating the localhost. After creating this, go inside this. In this you have to create your databases. So how to create your databases? See here, first we need to create a schema. In the new schema we have to give our schema name. So go to Visual Studio, copy the name, GTS services platform DB, copy this and paste in MySQL workbench new schema and apply. After applying, it will create a GTS service platform DB schema. In this schema we have to create the tables. So here tables, we have to create the tables. Go to Visual Studio identity services. So this is my identity services. These are all the components. In this DB script there is a tables. We have to create all these tables in the database. Copy this and paste in the MySQL and run the query. It will create all the databases. Here we can see these all are the tables you have to create it. Once the table is created successfully, you have to go Visual Studio, go to terminal, new terminal. In this we have to build our project. Enter mvn clean package. MVN clean package is going to build your target file. So inside the degree service repository, it builds the target file. Once the build is success, you need to start your server. Go to folder. I have already told that MVN clean package helps to build the target file. Here we can see this is the target file. It's building. So inside this target file there is a jar file, GTS degree service snapshot. So to start the server, we copy this jar file and run in the command prompt using a java-jar command. I will show you how to start the server. Copy the jar file, open command prompt. In this command prompt we have to give java-jar, copy this jar file .jar. So it's working. The same thing we need to do identity service also. Go to identity service. Here there is a jar file. Copy this identity service jar file. Open command prompt. The same thing what we do in our degree services, the same thing need to do in identity services. Enter the command java-jar, paste .jar. It takes time to start the application. So here application started. After starting the server, you need to test the API in the Postman. So after both the identity service server and degree service both are started, then go to Postman to test the API. Here there is a 3 folder. One is GTS degree service. Here there is a 3 folder. One is GTS degree services, local AWS and GTS identity services. First thing what we need to do is go to GTS identity services. Here we select GTS user services and then add the user. The add user, here is a user email. We can change or we can send this as it is same user. I will give 15. Okay. Then send this. Here we can see it successfully registered the user. Then go to login user. Here also we need to change the user email because we have already changed in the add user. The same thing we need to give here. Then send this. Here we can see the successfully user logged in is successful. So first, after sending this, we need to save the file. So once the sending is successful, we need to save every time. Save this and copy this token. After copying, go to GTS identity service authorization. In the authorization there is a value. Here you have to change your token and save. The same thing we need to do GTS degree service local also. Go to authorization, go to value. Here change the value to, then save. Then go to GTS degree services. Here there is a APIs, post request, get request, update request, delete request. These all are the API we need to test. In the post request there is create degree name exists already, degree names empty. In the get request, get all degree, get active degree, get inactive degree, get degree by ID, degree by not found, degree ID is invalid. Like that, the same thing in update request, degree updates. And in this delete request also same, delete role by ID, role ID invalid, role ID not found. The first thing, go to create degree. In this create degree name, GTS degree name is degree 10. Then the local host port number is 4702. You have to send this. So it shows degree name exists already because I have run this degree name previously, so it's showing like that. So create degree, we have to change the degree name. I will give degree 20 and degree 21. Then try to send. Yeah, here we can see degree created is successfully. Then save. The same thing we need to do, degree name exists already. Here the port is same 4702. Try to send. Here we can see degree exists already. Go to degree name empty. Try to send the request. Here we can see degree name should not be empty. The same thing we need to do for testing the API. Get request, update request and delete request. These all APIs we need to do the same thing. This is all about how to deploy microservice in local machine and test the API in Postman. Thank you.